Welcome to Scott Cooks, everybody. Tonight we're going to be doing this really nice boneless flat iron steak on the SearNSizzle in the Ninja Foodi. But first we want to marinate this just a little bit. So here's a quick, easy way to do it. 1/4 cup oil. I'm using grapeseed oil. You can use that or olive, either one. Now, a lot of this is to taste, so this is just sort of my recipe. You can obviously alter it any way you want. This is balsamic vinegar that has fig in it, so just, balsamic vinegar or flavored balsamic. And I've got about 1/8 of a cup here because that's all I had left. But this stuff goes an awful long way, so that's more than enough. I had this made at a store that sells specialty oils and things, and if you can find one of those and find one that has fig, highly recommend it. Minced garlic. For that, I'll be using this. So this is 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. Next part is to taste and whatever. I'm going to use this McCormick GrillGrate roasted garlic and herb, and also, of course, my favorite Himalayan pink salt, black pepper, and garlic. I'm just going to sprinkle this in, but we're going to call this approximately a teaspoon, maybe a 1/2 teaspoon. It's to taste, of course, again. You got yourself a whisk. Whisk that up real nice. And you're going to need a 1-gallon Ziploc baggie. And we're going to go ahead and put our steak in the baggie. Whisk this up real good. And pour this in the bag. Mix it all around and stick it in the refrigerator for a few hours. And that is going to be fantastic. Cooked on our GrillGrate SearNSizzle in the Ninja Foodi later tonight. Let's get this in the bag. Now, flat iron steak is a cut of beef from the shoulder of the cow. It's cut with the grain. It has some muscle and tissue in it, so it's a little tough, but the flavor is amazing. So you want to cook this really well, and we're going to slice it real thin when we're finished. Not sure I can get this on the camera, but I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to pour this into the baggie now. This part would probably be good if you had some help in the kitchen, but I don't, so I'm just going to try to do it myself without making too big of a mess. Oh, I got it all in there. Look at that. All right, so what I'm going to do is just kind of fold the bag, push the air out. Leave a little bit unzipped, push the rest of the air out, tighten it up, and just kind of, you know what to do. Actually, that's pretty darn good, just like that. Let's just let that run back down the bag a little bit. Fold it up, and we set it in the fridge nice and flat for as long as you can marinate it. I would suggest at least 3 or 4 hours if you can do it. See you guys a little later tonight, and we'll go ahead and cook this thing up on our SearNSizzle GrillGrate. Welcome back, everybody. We've had this flat iron steak marinating in the fridge for a while now. Time to go ahead and cook it up. We're going to be using our GrillGrate SearNSizzle tonight in the Ninja Foodi. Let's get going. All right, first thing we need to do is prep the SearNSizzle a little bit. This is the stand. Comes with everybody's Ninja Foodi basket. Usually it clips under the basket like that. We're going to roll it over. We're going to put the stand in the bottom upside down. We're going to take our GrillGrate and set it right down on top of the stand. Now be careful when you do that, y'all. The edges of this is a little sharp. You don't want to scratch up your foodie. So just lay it right down in there. Take your favorite spray. I'm going to be using Pam. Now after you cook on this GrillGrate, sear and sizzle for a while, it sort of becomes non-stick. But I've got a marinade on here and, you know, stuff like that sticks a little bit. So I just like to hit it. Give it a little spritz there. And now what we need to do is to preheat it. I've done quite a bit of experimenting and cooking on this sear and sizzle, and I get the best results by using the broil function for my preheat, and I like to give it a good 5 minutes. I want the sear and sizzle smoking hot before I use it. So just put a time on it, any old time, it doesn't matter. Just set a time way more than you think you're going to need. Fire it up on broil, and we want to give this 5 minutes, at least 5 minutes. And in the meanwhile, we're going to slice our flat iron steak in half because it is a little too long to fit all the way across the sear and sizzle. So we're going to cut it in half and set it in 2 different pieces on there. Let's go ahead and get it out of the baggie. This is going to be oily and messy, but got to do what you got to do. I would not recommend dumping it because we want to try to keep as much of the goodies on this steak as we can. So just like that, we'll do it. And we're just going to take and cut it right in half. And we'll set it on the sear and sizzle just like that. Just stare at that for a minute. This is going to be so good. All right, guys, here's what we're going to go for. We're going for medium to 160 degrees. So I'll be using the probe, a digital probe, and I'm going to be looking for 155. At 155, we're going to pull these steaks, put them on a plate, put a little aluminum foil over the top, and let them sit for about 5 minutes. Let the temperature rise to 160. That'll give us a perfect medium flat iron steak. Obviously, if you're looking for a different temperature, you'll have to adjust your times accordingly, but this is how I'm going to do it because I'm the one that's going to eat it. All right, y'all, it's about 6 minutes. And down we go. So we'll give that about, I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes, 7 minutes. We'll flip them over, and then we'll start checking temperature. All right, let's go ahead and give them a flip and a check. Now I'm pretty sure these are far from ready. It's only been about 5 minutes, but we do want to do a quick check. Go right down in the biggest part there. And I'm not sure you can see it, but I'll just tell you what it is. So we already stopped. We were only at 70 degrees. So that is rare raw. So clearly we're going to need at least 10 more minutes. And again, talk about this probe. I just put this in raw meat. Every time I probe, you don't see me do it, but I go and clean and sanitize this before I do it again. And you should too. All right, y'all, let's do another check here. It's looking real good. Let's see what our temperature's at. I like to go in the fattest piece. Just make sure you don't probe all the way down to the piece of metal, the sear and sizzle. All right. Make sure you can even see that. Ah, there you go. Voila. Remember, we're looking for 155. We're not going to get it quite yet, but we are close. See how it's slowing down. So that's probably going to level out a little over 100. You can also tell when you pull the probe out, you've still got blood running. Back under broil. And we go clean both of these up and sanitize them before we use them again. I'm going to go 5 more minutes. All right, I think we about got it. Let's probe one more time. Use this thick piece here. Very tender. That went right in. Yeah, we're zipping on up there now, y'all. And we're gonna slow right down, right about where I want it. That is, look at that. Couldn't have timed that any better. All right, let's get it on the plate, get some foil over it. Is that something or what? Beautiful. All right, we don't want to wrap this tight. We want to leave a little space for the steam to escape. So if you have to, you know, you can just put a little crease in it like that. Let me back that up a little bit for you. There you go. Just put a little crease in it here. So we're covering up, and this will keep the heat in, and the temperature will rise approximately 5 more degrees over about 5 more minutes, and that's the way we want it. Let's do a little slicing, y'all. As with most steaks of this style, there's a thick end and a thin end. So some people will get to enjoy their steak a little rarer, depending on where you're cutting. Like down here on this thin end, it's going to be a little more well cooked. Okay, see a little line of pink. And that is a perfect medium in my book. I'm gonna take a bite of this piece right here, and I can't wait. That is fantastic, guys. Now, like I said in the earlier part of the video, I'm going to slice this up fairly thin. This did come from the shoulder with the grain of the cow. It has muscle in it, so it's a tiny bit tougher than some of the other steaks, but because of that muscle and other things, the flavor is amazing. Absolutely amazing. You can see just the tiniest bit of pink. Look, see that right there? It's medium, yo. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. Leave me some comments. Click the like button for me. Click that bell for notifications. Make sure you check the description box. Patreon, some other links in there, some other stuff you might want to know about. I want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure you share the video with everybody you can share it with. That helps to support me when you share it around. See you guys on the next one.